guys, let me talk to you about Kum Go gas station. Convenience store. Now it's pretty nice, right? Like compared to like say 7-Eleven or some other place, Shell, Loaf and Jug. And Loaf and Jug's not bad. Anyway, but Kum Go is like, man, that's a classy convenience store, you know. It looks nice in there. They got a lot of options. Okay, so they recently just started doing, or they recently started advertising that they have iced coffee now. Like, that's something new. Like, oh, we have iced coffee now. Okay, and so I was like, cool, you know, like I love iced coffee. You know, I get it from like 7-Eleven, get it from Loaf and Jug sometimes. You know, basically what you do is, you know, you get your cup and you put some ice in it, and then they have usually 2 dispensers, mocha and French vanilla. And then the mocha is always out, so all you can get really is French vanilla, like 90% of the time, I'm telling you. Because I want to get mocha every time I go, and they're like, oh, the one's out. And then like, next day I go first thing in the morning, oh, well, it's out. And I'm like, well, how about y'all, you know, fill it up, you know? And they're like, well, we're going to get some more in maybe this week sometime. And I'm like, so basically what you're saying is you got one dude here that knows how to fill it up, and he won't be in until later this week. Anyway, so point is, Kum Go just started doing iced coffee, and I was like, cool, man, where's the iced coffee at, right? So I'm looking for the dispenser or whatever, and I couldn't find it, you know, and I'm like, yeah, where's the iced coffee? She's like, oh, it's over there. And there's a canister, you know, it looks like a regular coffee dispenser like they have for the other coffees, and it just says iced coffee on it. So I was like, cool, man. So I go and get my cup, and it's called like Java Ridge or something like that. So I go and you know, I fill up my cup full of ice, and then I go over and I start to pour it out, and it comes out and it's plain black coffee. I reiterate that. Plain black coffee, and it's hot. It's hot, plain black coffee. That's all it is. And basically what you're supposed to do is pour your hot black coffee into a cup full of ice, and then go over and put whatever flavors it is you want in it. You know, the little flavor shots that they have. You can put your French vanilla, whatever. And you know, it's pretty scrubbalicious that, you know, they're calling that iced coffee. Because I'm like, what, y'all have always had ice, y'all have always had coffee. So anybody could have done this at any point and been like, hey, it's my coffee, it has ice in it. And now y'all talking about, well, it's iced coffee now. No, it isn't. That's not something new, bro. You could always do that shit with regular coffee with some ice in it. Anyway, so it's not pre-made. That's my point. Fine. You can go and, you know, I couldn't find no way to make like a mocha fucking whatever coffee, but you get the French vanillas, right? The flavor shots for the different coffees, and I'm like, cool, I'll do this, do that, put some caramel in it, whatever. Make my own iced coffee. You know, and it, you know, of course it didn't quite taste the same. It didn't quite taste as good as even 7-Eleven iced coffee. You know, I mean, I tried, you know what I'm saying? I did my best with trying to figure out how much of this, how much of that to put in. I just couldn't get it right, you know, put the creamer in there, and I'm just like, it's not quite the same, you know? But it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was okay. But here's the issue. The same size cup, it's like maybe 16 ounces, I'm not sure, whatever it is, but it's the same size cup. I compared them. If you get a regular hot coffee, just don't put ice in it, it's $1.19. If you take that same coffee and put ice in it, it's now $1.99. So they're charging 80 cents for a little bit of ice in a small cup at the Kum Go. And they're labeling it, oh, well, it's a new iced coffee. Like we're supposed to be excited about making our own coffee and putting ice in it or something. So I contacted corporate office. Kum Go, and I said, hey, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm the crazy one or not, or if it's y'all. But look, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how you make coffee. And I was like, went through the steps, and I was like, and this is how you make iced coffee. Went through the exact same steps, and then I put at the end, add ice. And I said, now let's compare the prices. And I was like, without ice, $1.19. With ice, $1.99. I was like, am I the crazy one, or are y'all charging 80 cents for a little bit of ice in a small cup? Let me tell you what their response was. Thank you for your comment. We appreciate feedback from customers. That's it. I'm done with their comment. That was their whole comment, bro. So I replied to them, and I was like, thank you so much for that. That explains everything. You know, what the hell? What's up, Kum Go, man? What are y'all doing with the iced coffee, bro? Anyway, when I was there, I talked to the manager, right? And I'm like, how much is a cup of ice? And they're like, well, 50 cents for a cup of ice. So I can get a full-size, large cup of ice for 50 cents. That's using their cup, right? I also contacted corporate office a while back about, they were charging me 50 cents for ice when I brought in my cup, my own cup. And they were like, well, it's 50 cents for a cup of ice. And I was like, so the cups are free and y'all charging 50 cents for the ice? Or is the ice free and you're charging 50 cents for the cup? And they're like, it's 50 cents for a cup of ice. And I'm like, y'all are just, oh my God. And so anyway, I contacted corporate office, and they said, if you bring in your own cup, ice should be free. Otherwise, it's 50 cents for a cup of ice. And I was like, cool, man. Makes perfect sense. So I told him, I got this copy of this email from corporate office explaining it, that no matter how many cups of ice, or no matter how many cups you bring in of your own, ice should be free. Because I asked him, I was like, what if I bring in 4 cups of my own cups? Can I get, how much is the charge for ice? And they was like, no charge, as long as you bring in your own cups. And I said, well, what's the limit on the number of cups then? Per day or something? And they were like, no, there's no limit. As long as you bring in your own cups, free ice. It's like, cool, man. So I, took that email into them, and I said, hey, y'all might want to tack this up. They're like, no, it's not necessary, sir. I was like, no, you might know, it might not be necessary for you, but I promise you, I come in a few hours, you're not here, somebody else is here, they're going to be like, oh, video this for a couple of ice. And then I'm going to still have this email, and I'm just going to be like, pal, here it is, and, ask them to tack it up. They're going to be like, oh, it's not necessary. Y'all don't know your own corporate policies. I think y'all have to have them tagged up somewhere. Maybe they have a training seminar every now and again. And train your employees on what's right and what ain't. Anyway, so I bring in my own cup to get coffee. Is there a discount on the coffee, amount for the coffee? Because the ice part should be free, right? If I bring in my own cup now to get iced coffee, I don't mind paying. I'll pay $1.19 for the coffee. But shouldn't the ice now be free if I want to make iced coffee? So anyway, I talked to the manager when I went in there, and I was like, so y'all are charging, I'm going to bring in my own cup. I told her, I said, I got my own cup here. I'm going to use this to get ice that's free. And then I'm going to get a coffee over here with no ice in it. But then I'm going to take the ice from my free cup of ice, and I'm going to pour it in the iced coffee. I said, how much does that cost? That's $1.99 for the iced coffee. And I was like, whoosh, that went right over their head, didn't it? I'm like, holy mother, that's crazy. I was like, but it's $1.19 for ice. They're like, well, for iced coffee, it's $1.99. I'm like, yeah, but I'm just buying regular coffee. And then I'm going to put my own ice in it. She's like, well, that's iced coffee then. And I'm like, okay, look, how about I just get my free ice, take it out to the car, come back in, buy a coffee, and go back out. How much is that going to cost? She's like, well, are you going to put the ice in the coffee? And I was like, yes. So there's $1.99, so iced coffee. I was like, I'm buying coffee. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to strangle somebody. It was crazy. It was like some Looney Tunes shit going on. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe the conversation we were having. I was like, am I on camera? Well, I am on camera. I'm in the store, they got cameras. I'm like, I know y'all posting this on funny videos, some shit. Like what the hell? Somebody's gonna jump out? Like Hector Quinones, what's his name? Was it Juan Quinones or something? I can't remember. Anyway, where he comes out and they're like doing those social experiments and stuff on people. I was like, he about to jump out here and be like, we wanted to see how you would react to this bullshit. So anyway, it was just insane. Couldn't believe the conversation I was having with these people. So I was like, never mind, I don't want no coffee. I ain't doing none of this. You know, this bull crap. I'm saying I got it one time. One time I went in there, and the first time I got it, I got iced coffee. Made it myself. $2. And I was like, huh? Second time, I'm like, nah, man, y'all crazy. They're like, we don't set the prices on the thing. I'm like, dude, you know what? I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna put the ice in the coffee. You know, I'm just buying coffee. I'm gonna take this ice home. What if I take it home and, you know, what if I don't get ice from you guys and I'm just here and I buy a coffee? If I say I'm gonna go home and put my own ice in it for my ice maker at home, y'all gonna be like, oh, well, if you're gonna put ice in it, it's iced coffee, it's $1.99. Come on, man.